What's up, my DoorDash gang? What's up, my Grub Hub gang? This is your boy Kingfish, aka Big Al, coming at you with another video. What it do, family? I know one thing. It's cold out here today. I got that Tampa body now, guys. As soon as it get a little cold, I'm cold. You know what I mean? I love the cold, but now, man, living in all this heat, your body get used to this heat. And as soon as it just get a little bit cold, you hollering about it's cold. It's cold as hell in Tampa, guys. You feel me? Alright, guys, I want to thank everybody for the love that they showed to my girl Amanda yesterday. I really appreciate it. However, we do got to put one more person on the prayer list. We got to put Talk with T, Tamara mom's on the prayer list. She getting back surgery. So we want to pray that, everything go well. Also, we want to pray that, Tamara take care of her moms, or somebody take care of her moms when she come home. You feel me, family? So Tamara, Talk with T. It's easy to say Talk with T. Her name is pronounced like Tamara on the twins. But we're going to call her Talk with T, damn, because I ain't had my coffee yet. I got to wake these eyes up, They have closed. But Talk with T mom, we want to put on the prayer list. You didn't give me your mom's name, but however, she is connected to you. So we're going to say Talk for T mom is going to be on the prayer list. I'm going to call moms, I'll give her the prayer list. So we pray that everything go good with her back surgery, baby girl. It's in God's hands, so make sure that you thank him when everything come out. And I know you're a lady of faith, so you will. I don't have no problem with that. But today, guys, is Throwback Wednesday, guys. I had a list. I was going to go down. Kim gave me a list for a year, but I couldn't find it. I remember seeing it on the video. I just can't find which one it is. So today, guys, you're going to throw back your very first kiss. Your very first kiss, if you can remember. I remember mine because it was so disgusting. My favorite kiss, not my favorite, I'm sorry. The kiss that I remember was my first kiss. It was a girl, her name was Elaine. She was my first girlfriend, first ever, I ain't gonna say girlfriend, but she was my first ever kiss and whatnot. And I remember we had locked lips, and all I can remember is something running down the side of my face. I'm like, what the hell is running down the side of my face and whatnot. It was slobber. I don't know if it was my slobber or her slobber. But I remember having my eyes open. I remember she had her eyes closed, and I'm looking at her like, oh my God, this is so disgusting. I never want to do this again. And she asked me to kiss her. I wasn't thinking about, I was at that age, guys. I don't know exactly how old I was, but I was at that age where I didn't like girls. I want to beat them up. I want to pull their hair out. I didn't want to kiss them. But this girl, she just like, you're going to give me a kiss tomorrow. And I guess I was scared of it because I was like, okay. I'm going to give you a kiss tomorrow. She said, right after playtime. And I remember her, she must have been, and guys, for a girl to be that age, I hate to say it, she must have seen her parents or somebody. Because I swear she had like she was a pro. And I didn't know what was going on. But I remember when she stuck her tongue out, I just screamed as loud as I could. Because I didn't know what the hell that was. And why the hell it was on my lip and going around my lip like that. Like she was licking something off of me. I just remember busting out crying. Screaming and whatnot. I told my dad about it. He said, boy, next time just stick your tongue in the mouth. I'm like, oh my gracious. My dad was no help, man. He was no help. Did you feel anything? I'm like, yeah, I felt slobber running down my face. He's like, you'll learn how to kiss one day. I just remember this conversation like we just having it because it just was so disgusting. You know what I mean? I guess that's why my son was a virgin all the way till he got to college. Because we didn't have the talks. You know what I mean? As a father, I was glad to hear that my son liked women. You know what I mean? And see, my wife took care of the kids as far as that talk. I couldn't do the talk, It just wouldn't have came out right. All my kids probably would have been virgin if I had that talk, you know. I don't know how it would have came off, but I know me. I you know what I mean? I wasn't always a serious type person. I probably would have, you know, we probably would have been laughing, and they probably would have said, oh, hell no, this and that. I should have, you know. But I couldn't have that talk, guys. The talk is, and y'all men that got women, girls, you know, I could have had a talk with my son. I should have had a talk, because that's why he left college, you know. First time, my man said, forget chasing the education. I'm chasing this right here. And I'm glad he's still with the young lady that, you know, Sunshine. I call her Sunshine. I tease him all the time. I said, how you and Sunshine doing? He was like, what you mean? I said, yeah, you got Sunshine. She made you quit school. You had a free education, son. Wasn't like, you know, you had a scholarship, son, you know. I bring this up to piss him off so he can go back to school. But nah, I don't want to piss him off. But he told me he was going to go back. But anyway, your very first kiss, man. Mine was disgusting, man. That tongue hit my face, man. I just remember screaming. And she held my face and said, shut up before we get in trouble. I don't know if I shut up or I kept screaming. I couldn't remember. I don't remember that part. I just remember whenever I see her, she used to say, that's my boyfriend right there. I'm like, boyfriend? One kiss, I'm a boyfriend? Remember, guys? Remember how you used to... I remember one time I shared a pencil, my number 2 pencil, with a girl in elementary school. And she said, Alan, I forgot my pencil. Crayon or pencil, whatever the hell it was. I can't remember. The next day, I was like, that's my girlfriend right there. I remember she told her mom that... She said, I said, you tell everybody you my girlfriend. She said, okay. I gave her another pencil. I remember her mom came to school and she said, Mom, that's my boyfriend right there. She said, girl, I bet you I beat the black off of you. You don't have no boyfriend. And she said, yeah, he told me I was his girlfriend. She's like, I don't care what she told that little nappy head boy. She said, you stay away from my daughter. I'm like, wow. You know? I only said it because the girl said I was her boyfriend. But that's funny, guys. Your very first kiss. Felt like I kissed a wet fish. You know? And then the good thing about it, I grew up with Elaine, right? We lived on 4th Street together. And she remembered that. I remember when we got in high school. Well, not high school because I left. I went to school in Maryland, middle school, and she brought that up one time, and I was like, yeah, it was disgusting. She's like, oh, and I do remember her saying, all you had to do is stick your tongue out, and that just creeped me out, guys. You know, we do not know the psychic mind when you do things, when you let a child do something before it's time for them to learn how to do it. You could really mess a child up. Cause I was a kisser that didn't play the tongue. I just didn't like that tongue mess. You know, I was like, She was like, you don't love me. That's not a passionate kiss. I was like, well, you ain't sticking your tongue in my mouth. That's for sure. I did that for a long time, guys. I was like, oh no, you're not sticking your tongue in my mouth. I bite that. I bite that sucker. I ain't play that mess, man. Girl said, you funny. Like, you call me what you want, but you ain't sticking your tongue in my mouth. Elaine messed me up, man. I know this is a family channel, guys, but I had to tell y'all that. But you know, your very first kissing, how was it? You know? Did you have your eyes open? Did you close? I remember my sister. I remember I walked in on my little sister, Shafala. And I know I be name dropping, guys, but I'm sorry. You know. But she cool. And her baby daddy, who has a child by her. I remember I walked in and I seen them kissing. I seen a kiss. I don't know if they was kissing. But she was like this, and he was like this. Both of them had their eyes open staring at each other. I just walked in the room. I was like, what in the hell is y'all doing? The fella said, I'm kissing my boyfriend. I said, y'all just look like y'all staring at each other and see who's gonna blink first. What kind of kiss is that? Like, gee, because, but it was just funny, man. I do my wife like that. And I told my wife about this story a long time ago. And every time I catch her off guard, and she's like, honey, give me a kiss. And I be looking at her. She's like, stop acting like your sister and her baby daddy. Oh, God. But kissing will lead up to a kid if you don't watch it. I was a horrible kisser, guy. Then I became a pro. When I became a pro, man, you know, kids start popping up. Alright, guys, let me get off that, man. I don't want this story to go the wrong way. But however, today is Wednesday, throwback Wednesday. I'm throwing that at you guys. Throw it back at me, guys. Let me know. Scott Biller, who's the first one you kissed? Scott Biller, do you remember your first kiss, man? That's the question. Do you remember your first kiss? If you do, who was it and why? You ain't got to say their name, but you can say who it is. Alright, guys, had a great day yesterday, man. Work was long, but we made it. We made it. The festival that I was telling y'all about, man, that thing don't end till the 10th. That's why our night's been long, man. So don't end till the 10th. I pray that we have a great night today, man. And the sad part about it, man, I got to be to work at 2 o'clock today. So, alright, guys, I'll be right back. Hold your thoughts. I'm back, family. Got me a 10 today. My boy back, man. My my male version of Tara is back, man. This guy made some good coffee, man. I got a 10, Trini. I got a 10. Yesterday, boy, I drunk that coffee, man. As soon as I got to another Dunkin' Donut, man, I got me a coffee, man. It was like a 7, but I was so happy, man. I went back up there yesterday, Shanako, whatever the hell her name was, she wasn't there. I said, where the girl at with the nails? They start laughing. I said, bring her out here right now. And they was like, oh, she already gone. I said, you let her know she made the worst coffee of my life. She's like, what was wrong with it? I said, I ain't know Starbucks was in here. I said, did she work at Starbucks? Because that coffee was burnt up, tore up from the floor up. It was like, you gonna stop. Yeah, guys, I got jumped on by my coffee lovers. It's okay. I got to speak the truth. The truth will set you free. You told the truth around my house, you still got killed. I remember one time, my grandma used to always say, boy, make sure you tell the truth, you shame the devil. Man, I didn't tell the truth. My mother said, who took my $5? I was like, I took your $5, Mom. I'm sorry. Next thing you know, I'm in a coma. Grandma said, boy, what happened to you? I was like, well, I tried to shame the devil by telling the truth, but I should have just kept my mouth closed. She's like, nah, sometimes the truth comes from consequence. I said, but you ain't tell me it come with a knock upside the head, a kick, and a stomp. She's like, well, you don't take your mother money. Yep, God. It's true, the truth will set you free. It'll get you killed, beat up, and all the other stuff too, if it's the wrong truth. And then I never could understood. I don't know which one I should use, but I don't give a damn. I ain't got my coffee yet. I never understood why my mother would beat the hell out of me over money. But now going back to it, guys, when I remember taking $20 from her. I went to school. I bought her a ring, a little 50-cent ring. And I was just giving monies out because I was a pimp, man. I was a little pimp. I overcame my little kissing fear. I was buying girls candy. I was buying them little stuff in the break room. Took a girl out to the candy lady. And I let my cousin, who I love to death, know that I took $20 from my mother. My cousin ate all my candy and went straight home and told my mama. Boy, when I came home from school, I don't even remember if my foot ever hit the ground. All I remember is my mother said, "Where is my damn $20 bill?" I looked my mom's in the eye. I said, "Hi, Mom." And I gave her the ring. She probably still got that ring. I gave her the ring, and I don't remember nothing else. I don't remember nothing else. But now I understood, or should I say that now I understand why she killed me every time I took money from her. Because money back then was so important and so needed at that time. And it was the $20 back then was like $100. See, that's what I didn't understand. $5 was like $20 because you got a lot for your money. You know what I mean? So, Mom, I understand why you killed me every time I took money from you. It didn't matter if it was 50 cents. She knocked me out every time. I told you I was bad, man. My brother Terry taught me some bad stuff, man. I told y'all about in the food, how we used to cut out the food stamps, the 10 and the 20. Mine used to go to the store, and back then you had the book. If you used the book, you had a $50 book, $20 book, or whatever the book you had. It had the amount that it on it, $70, you know. And my aunt, she was like, you know, she had them stamps. And my brother showed me how to cut the whole thing out where it don't look like it's missing. And every time my aunt would go to the grocery store, she would come back on fire, boy. I'm tired of these people at the welfare stealing my money. And I'm sitting up there with a pocket full of, you know, food stamp. And see, back then, 7-Eleven, all the stores took food stamp. They didn't give a damn how old you were because the government gave them money when they used food stamp. And I used to have a pocket full of food stamp, man. And I would go treat the girls, treat my boys. We'd be all out. I'd take them to 7-Eleven, man. We'd buy some Rolos and all this and that. And I finally got caught. Well, I think I told the truth to shame the devil, still got knocked out. Whatnot. And my sister Dink said, you know, we went to the grocery store and this and that and this happened. And she looked at me because I was smiling like, yeah, I got y'all again. I think she told on me. But I told the truth to shame the devil and got the hell beat out of me. I like shaming the devil came with a price, guys. You know? So I don't use that term at all. Whoever came up with that term, man, you make a kid love the devil. Because if shaming the devil was getting you a butt whip, you told a lie. You would rather tell a lie. I like to, you might as well say tell the truth and get your butt tore up. Then everybody would have lied. Alright, guys. I'm rambling along because I don't have no order. You know how I get, guys. I ain't talk to you guys. You know I love you guys. I gotta talk to you. But I'm gonna get some gas, guys. I'll be right back. Ooh, man, it's too cold to stand out there and get coffee. I mean, get gas. Everybody sitting in their car. Whew. Watched the woman yesterday. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me.
Circle K offers can be printed directly from the pump. Get ready. Here comes your daily offer.
Gas stopped on me. Watched a woman yesterday at 7-Eleven. I was getting, I think I was getting a sweet tea on my way to work. She was getting gas. She sat in her car. I don't know what made her start her car off and just take off. Took the pump cord with her. I'm glad they got the snatch away cord. Because I remember back in the day when if you did it, man, you took the whole pump down. But then now they got the breakaway cord. She was just going down the street. I tried to stop. I couldn't stop. I was like, hey, lady, come back. She was just gone, man. I was like, wow. So wherever the hell she got to, that cord was still in her gas tank. I never did that before, but I'm trying to think, how do you do that? I see it all the time. I seen somebody on the highway with the gas thing in their tank in Maryland, just driving. I had to pull up beside him and say, your tank. But what make you do that? What's your psyche? I mean, you know you're at a gas tank. You know two things happen at a gas tank. You open it up, you put it in. Well, fourth thing, you get out, you take it out, you close it up, you know? My oldest daughter, I didn't think she would ever learn how to pump gas. She's very book smart. But she, man, teaching her how to drive was rough, but now she drives like a pro, man. It's funny how you remember when your kids, how you taught your kids how to drive. My wife ain't got no patience. I got a lot of patience, you know, because we have fun. And my daughter, my middle child, she drives the best out of all the kids. And hell, I think she was still in my car when she was little. Cause she got in the car, she like, put your seatbelt on, bam, 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 bloop, bloop. I mean, she was just whipping it. Only problem is her speed, and she speed today. She fly over speed bump like it's just part of the road. Like, damn, girl, what the hell wrong with you? She'd start laughing. I'm like, you supposed to slow down on speed bumps. But I was scared for my kids driving, man. Not so much in their ability. It's just there's so many crazy people out there like me. There's so many crazy people out there that really don't pay attention to nothing. But you have to do some defensive driving, man. I mean, you have to teach your kids that they have to watch out for everybody. You know, they just can't do this. They have to look in their mirrors, they look back, they have to see. It's a lot goes on, man. It's a lot goes on. When I come to a stop, I pull like a car link or two car links up, and I ease my way up, because the person in behind me, I want to always make sure that I have enough room, because some people like to stop on a dime right behind you. I don't like to get rear-ended. I don't want to hit nobody. But you have to watch all that stuff, and I try to tell the kids that, and now they get it now. Because they call, I hear them on the phone with their mother talking about their day and how bad the drivers are, and I be saying to myself, I know you're not talking fast as you drive. But it's good, you know. I had to ask my kids why they never call me and vent. They always call their mother. They would not call me to vent. I don't know if it's something I said, or they don't think I'm gonna listen, or I'm gonna have to ask them. That always been, now that I thought about it, is they never call me. I always have to ask my wife, hey, you talked to such and such today? How's she doing? Good? You know? I'm glad they do, because, you know, that makes her happy. But I got to ask my kids. One day we're going to have a sit down. All the kids going to be there, you know. I'm saying, hey, guys, why y'all never call me to vent? I just want to hear what they say. I'm either going to laugh or cry. I feel like I'm a good listener, but sometimes I think I might say the wrong thing out of my mouth. Because you can't vent to me about work. I don't want to hear you vent about work, because that's the only time that you had to give. That's the only time that you had to take you out of your position and listen to what somebody else said. A lot of people come to work, but they want to work at on their own rules and regulations. Hey, you only get 2 breaks. Well, I'm taking a 3rd or 4th break, you know. You can't tell me when I can eat, when I can't eat. You know, oh, I need you to speed up. Well, I'm not only working one speed because you can't tell me how fast I need to go. You know, so that's what we got to. But I was taught when you go to work for 8 hours, 10 hours, or 12 hours, you at the mercy of the person that, you know. When I say mercy, I mean not get mistreated, but you're there to do a job. So whatever job they have you to do, you got to do it with no problem, no kickback. You know. One thing I don't want to do is piss a supervisor off that controls my destiny. I don't befriend nobody, but I was one of them cool ones, man. I was one of them ones that came to work, did what he had to do, go home, cuss you out on the way home, and this and that. And by the time I get home, I don't have nothing to talk about. You know? I was one of them type. And then if you did something or you were disrespectful, I was one of the ones that you couldn't disrespect. I would say, hey, hold, wait a minute. You know, I ain't disrespect the guy back, but I say, hey, you're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm a grown man, you're a grown, what you call it. If you need me to do something, you ask me to do it, I'm gonna do it. And the intern of it, you're not gonna talk to me like that, any kind of way. So if we wanna work together, we can work together, but don't disrespect me, you know. Just tell me, don't say hate this and hate that. Just tell me what you need me to do, leave me alone, you know. Because you do have some disrespectful people, but you have to let them people know where you stand. So they knew, all the supervisors knew that I was serious, I was good about my job, but I'm not gonna tolerate you to mistreat me any kind of way because I spoke my mind. I ain't care who you are. I spoke my mind to the point where it didn't cause me to lose my job. However, I was a good worker, I did my job, but I just was one of the ones that didn't allow you to just disrespect me any kind of way. But I wouldn't disrespect you back in front of people. I'll pull you to your side and let you know where I stand. And I look you right in the eye. I wasn't looking at your lips. I looked you right in the eye so you knew that I was serious about what I was talking about. And that in the business world, guys, I learned this from an 86-year-old man. In the business world, eye contact is your #1 weapon. If I could teach you anything, eye contact is your #1 weapon. You know? Man talking to you, woman talking to you, looking right dead in the eyes. You want them to know that you know that you're hearing them. And sometimes 9 out of 10, they're gonna look away or whatever, but you always want to keep that. That's a strong business weapon that I use is eye contact. You know? I just don't like staring at people that got gray eyes or green eyes or scary eyes. Then I look away. I'm like, okay. You be talking to me, I be looking away. I look at your chin. I don't like looking at scary eyes because I think about The Exorcist. Yes, guys, that movie scarred me for life. If you got gray eyes, I ain't talk to you. I had a white girl I grew up with. Her name was Heather. She always said, "You never look me in my eye." I said, "Cause you got some scary damn eyes. Whoever you marry got to be a brave brother. You got them exorcist eyes." I would not look that girl in the eye. She'd be like, "Look at me, Allie, look at me." I like, "No, I'm not looking at you." She was a good friend of mine too, man. Grew up with her. And she was that. Her family was the one that they own a gas station. But every new toy that came out, I would go over her house. She always got the new Hot Wheels. She always got the. She was a tomboy. She got the. What is it? Dang, I can't even think of the name of it. It was a Hot Wheel with the 3. You know, she had the one that had the brake. And every time I wanted something, I go over. She would get it first, and I would go over her house and play with it. And then I tell my mom what I want and whatnot. It's good to have friends like that, guys. Her family had money too. Yeah. She would always get. I remember when she first got her. She had. She got a. when she turned 16, she had got a Amigo, the Jeep. And man, I tell you, boy, I fell in love with that thing. It's ugly as hell now. Ain't it funny how back then the car looked so good to you? I remember the first Total Camry when they came out. I look at them now, I be like, oh my God, that car's so ugly. Why did I like that? You know? What happened, guys, when you, over time, that mess with your mind, that car was banging, man. That car was the bomb. And you look at it now, you be like, oh my God, that's ugly as hell. You know? The Avalon. I thought they was beautiful when they first came out. I look at an old Avalon now, I'm like, oh my God. What makes the mind change like that? Is it over time, or is that you see so many cars after that just make that car ugly? I never understood that. I used to like Chuck Taylor. I look at Chuck Taylor now, I was like, when I see them on other people's feet, I think they're the most ugly shoes in the world. I know people that were, man, they still buying Chucks. I could never wear them. I had them, it just felt like my feet was on the ground. Don't get me wrong, I know y'all love some Chucks. I'm Adidas, man. I'm shellhead for life. But I just couldn't do them Chuck Taylors, man. I used to know people used to wash their Chuck Taylors and hang them on the line. And me and my brother, we would go fill them up with dirt. Hey, but we were some bad kids. My boss said, let's fill them up with dirt. I was like, okay. Never got caught though. But whoever had them Chuck Taylor, I know they was mad as hell. That was somebody's uncle. All right, family, I got to go. I didn't get an order. I rode around. I talked to you guys forever. Make sure we put Talk with T, Tamara, our mom, on the prayer list. She having back surgery. We pray that everything go well. We pray that Tamara has the strength to take care of when she come home, or find a free caregiver. All right, family, don't forget we got Amanda on the prayer list. We got Big Tim on the prayer list. We got Miss Weeks' mom still on the prayer list. I haven't talked to her. She had brain surgery a long time ago, but she was doing good. You know. We got MG mom on the prayer list. I hope she's doing good and staying strong. We got MG on the prayer list. Last time I talked to her on a video, she said she was going through some things. She said pray for her, so we're going to continue to pray for her. Hope that she make out. Hope she comment on the video. When she comment on the video, you know what? It's two things that can happen that make me probably jump for joy or pass out. That's Trini calling in and MG letting us know that she's okay. Those are the two things that I look forward to and whatnot. Because I got Trini, when I come to Maryland, you can run, but you can't hide. I'm going to find you and whatnot. Because I want to talk to you, but I feel like you're a brother to me, man. We have fun on the videos and whatnot, commenting. But family, I got to go. This is your boy, Kingfish, a.k.a. Big Al. I'm out, guys. If you're dashing, keep dashing. If you're grubbing, keep grubbing. If you're not dashing, you're not grubbing, you better get yourself some dash and grub, man. Talk to you later. Peace. Love you, family.